are doing our very best to assist you in whatever way we can. So parents, the few parents who are here, continue to work with your children, continue to work with the teachers, support us, and be there for us. Let me remind you that your Parent Day activity will be next week, Tuesday morning from 8:30 to 10. Some parents are invited because not everybody does. So we ask a few parents to come in, right, to represent the classes and the grade. Okay, of course, all the parents who come online and those who are there, they will receive a little token, not anything big, but to show our appreciation for our parents. So, of course, the grade coordinators and the teachers and HODs, they will send the link to the parents, and Mr. Gilzin will put it also on the SSM media, so you can have it by now and tomorrow into the weekend. All the parents should have gotten the link for Parent Day activities, and you can join. As I said before, there are some additional information that will be shared with you. So thank you for listening, parents. Thank you, teachers, for assisting us. And we cannot do anything without you. So we're asking, and parents, if you know other parents who, encourage them to join and get information that will assist them, because the number is not looking well, and we want to work with the parents. So thank you again. Thank you, great coordinators, for listening. Blessings to you all.
Thank you, Mr. Jadu. And thanks to Mrs. Ross for holding things down. I was having some difficulties getting on. Good afternoon to everyone. I
Good
am
afternoon, Miss.
Mrs. Hyman, supervisor for grade 9 and also working closely with grades 9, 7 to 9. I realize that I'm not seeing a lot of parents, just a few coming on. I hope they will reach in time. I know that some parents might be having difficulties coming from work and catching the meeting.
Good afternoon.
So I hope that they'll get on in time.
Do you have that, Osodi?
Mr. Jadu? Mr. Jadu, your mic is on, sir. Okay, thank you. So I would like to welcome everyone here, parents, students, my colleagues, and I hope today's meeting will bring some light to what has been happening with your child or ward from September. We are trying to discuss certain issues pertaining to your children's growth and development, their education at Ozemati. And I hope today we will go away with some form of new ideas, things that we need to do to get them on board if they're not on board yet, and to just fix up some of the flaws that we see occurring from September. All right, one of our main problems, sometimes having to do with certain issues, rediscipline, and our dean, Mr. Milton, is here yet. Will be addressing us this afternoon. Mr. Milton, not seeing him yet. All right. What we're going to do, I'm not seeing him yet, so we'll move on and then we'll get back to him when he comes on. So one of the main issues we're having, as I said, a lot of the students and parents are not aware of what the Google platform is all about, and as such, most times the parents cannot maneuver the system so you can supervise your child or ward. Sometimes also the students are having, up to this point, some of them still are having problems maneuvering the platform in getting to their classes, signing up for their classes, accepting their invitations, and so on. So today we thought of a lovely idea of introducing to our parents and also reintroducing to the students a little workshop on how to use the platform, the Google Classroom platform. We are going to invite Miss Newton, 9/7's form teacher, and she's going to just share with us how you can maneuver, how to use, how to check up on, especially for parents, how to check up on your child to see what they are doing daily. All right. So, Miss Newton,
Yes, miss.
you can go ahead.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon again, everyone. I'm going to share screen. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Great. All right. All right. We're going to begin. So welcome to the meeting, and I hope this presentation will assist you and clear any doubts. All right. So what is Google Classroom or GC? So it's basically it's your child's digital learning platform, a link to the learning platform. The Google Classroom is a suite of online tools that allow teachers, and before I continue, this is the icon. That's how the Google Classroom looks. So you can go into Google Play Store, the Play Store, the same Play Store that students would use to download games, or WhatsApp. This is the same Play Store used to download Google Classroom, the app. All right. Google Classroom is a suite of online tools that allows teachers to set assignments, have work submitted by teachers, no, by students to mark and to return graded papers. Teachers use Google Classroom to share assignments, homeworks, newsletters, PowerPoints, materials, um, tests, monthly tests as well. All right, and worksheets with students and parents. Okay, so in order to have access to the platform, hold on. So getting started. So your child, more than likely, your child would be provided with a MOE email and password that is unique to them. So if you have not received a password, you should reach out to your form teacher, and the form teacher will report this issue to the relevant authorities to get the password and the email address. All right. Okay. So in order to get access to the platform, so if you don't have the app, you click on this link. I'm going to share it in the chat. Hold on. All right. So this is the link. Basically, that's the link to Google, the browser. This is the best browser to use as it relates to Google Classroom and having access to the tools as it relates to G Suite. G Suite. All right. So when you click on this link, so you go to the Google Classroom, you click on this link. Hold on. All right. Are you seeing my browser? Right.
Yes, we are.
Right. Muy bien. So when you sign into this, you're going to type, for example, Gmail login. Because I'm already signed in. If you're signed in, if you're not signed in, you won't see a picture or anything to represent. For example, you click on this, you can see my email address, right? You can see different email addresses. So if you're not signed in, you won't be able to see that. So if you're not signed in, you click on Google Gmail login, no, Gmail sign in, whichever, sign in, all right? And then you click on this link. Okay, it's going to open my email address. Hold on. All right. Hold on. All right, use another account. Share this tab instead. All right, so you're seeing the empty space where where it requires you to sign in. So when you go to the Google Chrome browser, you click on, you type in Google Gmail login, and you enter the ministry email. All right. So here's this. For example, this will be my ministry email. Next, and then after that, you will enter the password. Enter the password, and it takes you to the email address. All right. So back to the PowerPoint. So it takes you to the email. Are you seeing, before I move to the PowerPoint, are you seeing this the some dots here, the waffle? Are you seeing the waffle well, sorry. Are you seeing the waffle, parents, teachers, students?
Yes,
This
yes, we're
this
seeing
tiny
that.
box.
Yes, miss. That's what we're
Right.
seeing it.
Okay, this tiny, it's a they call it the waffle. It's beside the email address. So you look, you see a picture, or if you're not using a picture, beside the email address you have the 9 boxes. You click on the 9 boxes, right? And then here's the Google Classroom icon. So you click on it, you click on the icon, and here, these are my classes. All right. So I'm going to show you how you can join as a student. Hold on. When you receive an invitation in your email address. All right. So share this tab instead. Are you seeing where I received an invite? I sent myself an invite using my personal email. So, hello, Alia Newton, newtonalia22@gmail.com. Invited you to class first form. Are you seeing this? Class invite?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
We are.
Yes.
señorita.
Yes. So when you get invite, you always check your email. You always check your email to see the Google Classroom invite. In some cases, you can go into Google Classroom and click on classes to see invites as well. But the easiest way, because for some domain, you may not see the invites in Google Classroom, so you have to check your email. So you click join. Hold on. So you click join. Hold on. All right. All right, hold on. So now that I hold on. All right.
We can't see none of them people here say, brother.
Damian Dennis.
You're joking,
Okay.
you know, man.
Please. Dennis, mute your mic for me, please. That's appearing.
Okay.
One bugger. Yo,
Damian Dennis.
grief.
Damian
When man
Dennis.
drop out of Jamal.
Dennis.
I understand them sitting here, brother.
Damian Dennis.
You have beer.
Your-
Beer
Mr.
foolishness.
Dennis. Who is that? Jessica's father. Could you mute your
I'm not
mic?
sure, I say.
Mute your mic,
No, man, I
please.
say,
All right.
Miss, it seems as if his mic is neither working because it shows that his mic
no,
is
the man
supposed to
talk.
be muted, but
Right.
we're hearing him.
Joking,
I don't
this.
know if whoever is the host, can mute it from their side.
It's not Jessica father that it's not me.
Oh, sorry. All right, thank you. Go ahead, Miss Newton.
Okay. Hold on. All right. All right. Give me a minute. Let me find the invitation. Hold on. Okay, so I'm going to reshare the screen.
Miss, if you see me riding, I'm riding, getting home to get to work again. So
Okay.
I'll be on the road. So if you see me, I'm
Okay, noted. All right, so here's the invite. Okay, so if whenever you receive the invite, you click join. Let's select the correct email. Hold on. Join. All right. For some reason, it's giving me some issues as it relates to joining you using the invite. So, I'm going to show you where I'm a student in a classroom. Hold on. But you all understand how to get inside Google Classroom when you receive the invite, right?
Yes, miss.
Okay, great. All
yes, Miss.
right, good. All right, so enrolled. All right, so I want to show you where I am enrolled in a class and show you how to like upload grades, check for assignments. You know, the list goes on. Todo tu pantalla, momentito. All right, okay, so all right, beginning teachers. All right, so here's a classroom that I am a student in. Okay, so are we seeing, all right, before I do anything else, are you seeing the sandwich? The sandwich, the three lines, the sandwich icon. So here's the waffle. So let me go through it again. Here's the waffle. You scroll down and you see the icon Google Classroom. So after signing in, you see and you click on the waffle. Here's the Google Classroom icon. That's what you do to get into Google Classroom. Now that we're in Google Classroom, there's a sandwich button
Yeah.
here. Right, and in order to see the assignments that that are outstanding, you can click on to do, and here you can see the outstanding assignments. You click on view all.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are so many assignments there. So you click on view all and you see all the assignments. So you click on to do. So let me go through it again. Yesterday, all right, hold on. I click on classes. And let me go into the class that I'm a student. So you click on the class or any class. In that case, you would be the child is a student. So you click on any class, you click on the sandwich button, and then you click to do. When you click to do, that is where you see all the assignments that are outstanding.
99 will press 99.
Hold on, are you seeing my screen?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so when you click on the sandwich button and you click on to do, when you click on to do, that is where you see all the assignments that are outstanding, right? So, for example, this one, how to submit an assignment. You click on, let's pay keen attention because I realized that I was in a grade 7 class and the student did not submit the work because she did not understand how to upload the assignment using Google Classroom, because I always tell students, do not send assignments to my email. I'm trying to avoid email jail, meaning that I teach 12 different classes, which is more than four. There's about 400 students. I cannot go through the email and to find, you know, the different assignments from the different classes. So it's easier for me to just go to Google Classroom and to just look at the student name and the assignment and mark and then return. So in order to upload the assignment, all right, look again. So you click on add or create, and you have options where you can attach the assignment from. It could be Google Drive, it could be a link, it could be a file. If you click on file, you You can click recent. Recent. All right, so I'm going to use this PowerPoint. So you click on the PowerPoint, you click insert. So let's pretend that that is my assignment. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Mark as, hold on. No, hold on. All right, so add or create. Let me try another file. Okay. So now you see, oh, the file is attached. Are you seeing that? So let me do it again. Click X. You no longer want to submit that assignment. Something is wrong with it, or you submitted the wrong file. Well, it's not yet submitted, but you attached the wrong file. So click on Add or Create. Click on Google Drive or File. Go into My Drive. And if you're not seeing your assignment in the Google Drive, because this is a storage platform, you click Search. All right. Click search and you try to find the assignment. Or you can just scroll down, choose. You can just scroll down and choose the document that you would like to upload. So you select it, you just touch it, and then you'll see the option that is showing to insert. So click insert, insert, and then are you seeing this black button that says turn in?
Yes, yes.
So
Yeah.
after attaching the document, you click turn in, and that's how the teacher or the facilitator will get a chance to see or have access to your assignment, and is able to mark and give you feedback. So that is it as it relates to uploading tasks in Google Classroom. Is there anybody here so far who is confused about uploading, assignments in Google Classroom? Do you need for me to go through it again? All right, so here's the waffle button. So this is the waffle
Yes,
button.
miss.
Here is where you find the Google Classroom. You click on Google Classroom and you select any class that you're in. All right, so you select any class, right? And after, when you're reaching the class, when we're in the class, you select the sandwich button, the three bars to the left, right to the left, and then you select to do, go into do. So if, for instance, you finish with that assignment, let's scroll down to this one. All right, and then add or create, same procedure. Could be a file, or if you don't have the assignment on your Google Drive, you can click on browse. When you click on browse, that's when the assignment is on your device itself. Downloads, descargas. Let me upload something. So, all right. Okay. Adjective exercises. Okay. So here it is. Here is it. So here the file is attached, and the last thing you do, you select turn in. But I'm not going to turn in anything here, but I'm just showing you what you do. So after you attach it, don't leave it like that. You have to touch the black button. Click the black button, and then it will turn in the assignment. Is that clear as it relates to identifying the Google Classroom, app and uploading assignments? Is everyone understanding how to do that? Okay, all right. So let's continue. I'm going to go back to the original PowerPoint presentation. All right. So remember, always ensure that you have the ministry email and a secure login. If you don't have it, please communicate with the form teacher. All right. Also, this is what the Google Chrome browser looks like. I'm not going to. All right. So I'm just going to show it. I'm showing you for showing your sake. All right. So this is the Google Classroom browser. The next step, again, you type in, or you just type in google.com or www.google.com, and you enter if Google Classroom login. Or if you did not sign up if you did not sign in, you'd have to log into Google. The second step, type in Google Gmail login, type Gmail login, and then it will give you the option to enter. It will give you the option to sign in. All right, and yes. So when I went through that as relates to the signing in, did everybody understand that? Or do you need for me to do it again? The sign-in step, how to sign in. Is everybody clear as it relates to signing in? Signing to
Yes,
Gmail?
Miss.
I am.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, so after you sign in, the third step, you click on the click on sign in, and then number 4. Yes, we went through this already. So this is just this is just well, I would say revision. Okay, so you enter the email address along with the password. And after you do that, you click next, and then it will take you to Gmail. All right, enter password, click next, then G Suite. And as I said before, this the 9 dots, that's the waffle. When you click on it, you can scroll down because sometimes Google Classroom, the app or the icon is not showing, so you have to scroll down and look for this icon, the Google Classroom icon. And here is it. This is the Google Classroom icon. All right, so after identifying the Google Classroom icon, this is right, it's the 9 square waffle Rubik's Cube icon to the top right hand corner to see the tools in G Suite. So these are the tools. All right, so here's a clearer view of the icons to recognize. So this is Google Chrome, Google Docs. Google Docs can be used instead of Microsoft Word. And I would advise you to use Google Docs because your assignments, if you're doing something and something happens, if you're doing an assignment and something happens to your device, you can always have access to your assignment through Google Docs on Google Drive, which is a online storage platform. So this is Google Drive. Then you have Google Slides. That's what I use to make my PowerPoints for classes. And you can also use it if you have a presentation or the teacher gives you an assignment to complete. For example, a project, you can use Google Slides and be creative. Google Sheets, Google Forms, all right, the calendar, Gmail, well, the photos, maps, list goes on. And the most important, very important, the Google Classroom icon, and this is the Google Meet icon. So please bear in mind that when you enter Google Classroom, hold on. So to join the class, for example, live classes, hold on. All right, so hold on, let me go in my personal Google Classroom. Hold on. Right, okay. I'm going to my ministry email, the Google Classroom. All right. All right. So let me select one. For example, this one. So your seat, but my one is in Spanish, but let me translate. When you scroll on Google Classroom, you're seeing below the picture, there's always a picture here, like the banner, the name of the class. Sometimes you'll see the name of the teacher, and also below it you'll see like join. So you go right here, and you click join. You click join, and it'll take you to this option, right? And see where you can turn on the camera, or you can turn off. You can turn on the camera, switch it off, open the microphone, and then you will see the option that says join now. Where you see unirme ahora, join now. So you click join and it take you to the classroom. All right, so it take you to the online the online. Well, they would say some person would say the face-to-face interaction, but it's online. That's how you have access to that. All right. Okay. So yeah. So that's Google Meet. All right. And YouTube, you can use YouTube to assist. This is the YouTube icon. You can use it to assist you if you don't understand something. Just search. Everything is on YouTube. All right. Okay. So navigating Google Classroom again, as I said before, select the waffle. Select the waffle icon. It's the nine. You see 9 dots near to the email address or near to your picture that represents your email. You select the waffle, then you'll see this icon that represents the Google Classroom. That's how you get access into Google Classroom. And to navigate it, whenever you have access to Google Classroom, after accepting your invites through email, so when you get the invites, just click join and it will take you to your classes. Whenever you enter Google Classroom after accepting the invites, you'll see the classes. You click on the class, and you go on to do. So you click the class. Hold on. So let me go back. So say for instance, you're in Google Classroom now, and these are all the classes, right? So you select any class. Select the class, and now you're in the class. And then you click on classwork, right? So this is another way you can use to access all assignments, all materials, all PowerPoint presentations. You can access all of that information through by clicking on classwork. By clicking on classwork, and you will see the assignments and the PowerPoints that the teacher would have posted. So if you, for example, if you want to, for example, this is the topic, Know Your Ministry, MOEYI. Click on it. Click on the topic, then you will see the material posted. So these are the PowerPoints. All right. We'll go back in classwork. Okay. All right. So task 2. You see the assignment with the instructions. All right. And then to upload the assignment, hold on. Double click it. So let me go back through that again. So you click on the assignment, right? Let's go back to that. Click on the assignment. It's showing you the instruction, but yes, it's saying missing. That means you did not submit anything. You click on, you double click. Click add or create. Go into file or Google Drive. It could be Google Docs. It could be Google Slides, drawings, wherever the document is. For example, if you want to go on Google Drive, select My Drive or Recent. Select a document, the document you are going to submit. Wait for it to be uploaded. Whenever you upload the assignment, you'll see the X that shows you that you can remove it. Then you click on Turn In to turn in the assignment. All right. So that's that. Anything else? Let me see. Yes, so we went through that already. So navigating the classroom, always remember the sandwich button. So the waffle button, this is the waffle button. To get to Google Classroom, to click on Google Classroom and open Google Classroom or any other tool in G Suite that you'd like to have access to, including YouTube, Gmail, the Drive. And the Drive, the Google Drive is the storage. This is where items are stored. You can store anything in Google Drive, right? This is where items, you can find any, as long as you save it, as long as you upload it. So in order to upload items to Google Drive, you click on New, and it can be folder upload, file upload. You click on File Upload, And so for instance, I want to, to upload a picture. To upload, and wait for it to be uploaded. Once you upload, it is always there. So it won't get destroyed. But if you save the assignments on the computer or the phone or the tablet, you're taking a big risk. So I would always encourage persons to save their assignments, their documents, important documents using Google Drive. All right. So again, you go to, in order to see the assignment, you can either, again, click on classwork, scroll down, look for the assignments along with the PowerPoint, or you can simply click on the waffle, not the waffle button, the sandwich button, the three bars here. Click on this, scroll down, click on the classes that you see enroll. So I'm enrolled in these two classes. Click on to do, and then you'll see all the assignments that are outstanding. All right. And if in any case, if it's so many assignments, you will see the option that says view all. You scroll down and see. Add or create, you select either Google Drive, link file, and that's it. And then you select turn in, they select the black button. Okay. All right. So we went through this already. ¿Alguien tiene preguntas? Any questions? Anybody has questions for me? If not, if you have questions that I am not able to answer now, my email address is in the chat. So that's my email address. If you have any questions. Mrs. Simon, that is the end of my presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Newton. Very good presentation.
You're welcome.
And I hope students and parents learned a lot from what Ms. Newton just did. As she said, if you have any questions, I know a lot of parents, most times you want to go on to see what your child has completed and you want to check up. If you are not aware of what to do, please contact Ms. Newton. Here is her address, and she will let you know what you're supposed to do. Okay, so thank you, Ms. Newton, and I hope everyone here learned something today. All right, we're going to move on. Just share my document. All right, so we are going to look on students' attendance, registration, and classes. And I'm going to ask each of my form teacher to just say something about registration and attendance to classes. So I'll begin with, since Ms. Newton just did her presentation, I'll get back to her. But I'll begin with Ms. Williams, 9-8, form teacher.
Good afternoon, everyone. Attendance is done twice per day, in the morning at 8 o'clock to 8:30. Also, attendance is done at, attendance is done at 2:50 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Students are expected to attend registration twice per day to mark their name. That's in Miss Simon.
Okay. You have any issue with your class regarding registration? You'd like to say anything? before we move on?
Registration for 9A students, the numbers are low. I'm not seeing the parents either that are not. Yeah, so the numbers are low, and students mostly comes in the morning to register and do not register in the afternoon.
Okay. Okay, make notes. All right, student, parents, students, as she said, they are not coming to registration, coming out fully in the morning, and worse in the afternoon, they are not attending. Both times are very important. So let us just hear from Mr. Orr quickly, 9-9's form teacher.
Okay. Oh, everybody, you hearing me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hold on a second. What is wrong with this thing? Hi. Good evening, everyone. Well, I'm not really one to turn on my camera, but you know, just for the parents who were not at orientation and first time seeing me, hi, good evening, blessings to you. My name is Mr. Ocean Orr. All right. So for the students for registration, well, I must say that in the morning for registration, some of the students, yes, they turn up, but to be frank, the numbers are pretty much the same every day, constantly consistent. When I actually look through the list of students, that is a part of the classroom. It is approximately 30 odd students that I see that accept the invite, but when we check it out for registration in the morning, if it passes 10 students, it is a blessing. In the afternoon, it is minimal, extremely minimal. So if, for example, we have 10 students in the morning, just know that if we have 5 students, that is considered a lot. And please bear in mind, parents, school starts at 8 o'clock. And my classroom is open from 7:55. And when we check it out, it is the same thing over and over each day. And it gets less and less. So I really don't know what's happening in terms of the turnout for the students. That is my take on that.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Orr. So we're hearing the same thing, parents. Let me hear from Miss Newton for 9-7.
Miss, it's the same. It's so like the most I'll have is like around 13 to 15 in the morning. And in the afternoon I have like 4 to 5 students or sometimes 3. Also as it relates to 9-7, this has nothing to do with registration. Well, it could be partly registration, but as it relates to classes, on Thursdays, parents, Spanish class begins at 11:50, not 12:10. So I realize that I have to wait until students join class like around 12:10, 12:20 thereabout, and I would lose a lot of class time on Thursdays. Hence the which it has implications as it relates to how much I can cover in a specific lesson. And sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. So could you address that issue after the meeting, please? That's what I have to say, Mrs. Simon and parents.
All right, thank you, teachers. So some repetition in terms of seeing the same things. Students are not attending their registration, parents. They are to be at registration both in the morning and afternoon. It's very much important because when it comes back to their reports, you might see absences and you might be wondering why, because you would have thought that your child should have been in class and should have been registered. Sometimes they do not show up. As it relates to their subject classes, later we're going to ask subject teachers who are here. Some of the form teachers here teach these classes. So we are going to address some issues similar to registration. They are not turning up for some of their subject classes, and we would like to know the reasons. All right? So thank you, teachers. We're now going to move on to Mr. Milton, who is now here with us. He's our dean, and he's going to say a little bit about what is happening. Mr.
Thank you very
Milton,
much.
you may go ahead.
No problem. Thank you very much, Mrs. Iman. Good afternoon, colleagues. Afternoon, parents. Good afternoon, students. Now, I have been listening, and I'm hearing some of the issues that are actually affecting the school administration and the teachers on a whole in order to continue, right, their rightful teaching and learning practices. Now, I want to let our students know that it is their responsibility in the morning to log on for registration and in the afternoon. Now, I will be going through the process of checking the registers where I'm going to be asking some of our teachers to send the registers to us. Remember, it is on the Ministry of Education Code of Regulation, where if a child is not present at school for 30 days, now it is the school responsibility to either strike that child off the register or proceed further. So there are some serious implications that can happen as it is related to not going to registration in the morning. Also, we have to gather that data to send to the Ministry of Education. So it cannot be that we have a certain set of students in class. However, when registration come up, it's just minority going to registration. That is a zero tolerance. That cannot work, and we are employing our parents just to pay key attention to those. I know it is not easy as it is related to online teaching and learning. All of this is just suddenly, right, affecting us. And there are different aspects where we can relate to. I am a parent as well, so I have to embark on some of these challenges. However, we have to ensure that their education is in the best of their interests, all right? So that is very important. Sanctions will be brought against the child if they are not turning up for registration. Assignments, classwork, all of those must be done on time, submitted to the teachers so they can proceed. I have had instances where parents are saying that the report is not reflecting on what their child would have done. But when you check the register, for even these concerns, they are reflecting what they are doing. So it is very important that we pay keen attention to these issues. Another major thing, it may be minor in the eyes of many, but it is a major thing. This game that they call Free Fire, it is taking over the young children, and it is taking up 90% of their time. So when you think they are in class, they are actually playing Free Fire. And I've had instances where parents would have lost serious amount of money because of this game, because they want to go to other levels. So they don't just purchase for themselves, they purchase for their friends and support. So parents, I'm asking you to check their devices, ensure that you remove that game immediately. It is eating out their ability and what their true potential is. That game is a serious game. It is addictive, and they will continue to play it right through the day and proceed through the entire night. Now, as it is related to insolence, that's a zero tolerance. As it is related to anything that will impact the organization negatively, now that is a zero tolerance for the institution, right? So if there's any problem at all, always can reach out to the Dean's Department. We are there from Monday through to Friday. Monday through to Friday. And you can even call us if need necessary. We are always available. The Guidance Council Department, always available. All our members of staff available at the fingertip to help you and to help the child. All right? So don't think that you're in this alone. We're all here to assist in any way possible. Right? Once they are coming on the compound, please ensure that they adhere to the school rules. Also, the COVID-19 protocol that would have been set in place. There are different strategic point and location where staff would have been set up, all the different aspects of the COVID-19 protocol instrument. Students, you must adhere to them and follow in order for safety and security to be maintained at the highest level. Now, again, parents, you can always reach out to me or reach out to the Dean's Department. We're always here to assist you. Students, now is the time you must focus, because once you touch grade 10, straight, that is taking you straight into CXC. So you have to be focused from now in order to make the workload a little lighter. So you have to ensure that you adhere to the rules of the teachers and ensure that you follow the principles and the guidelines that are set in place for you to accomplish your work and your tasks on time. Thank you very much, Miss Iman. Parents, I do ensure that you enjoy the rest of the day, and God bless you and take care. Thank you very much, Miss Iman.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Milton.
sir.
And those are some resounding information, parents. Please pay
Yeah, I
attention.
have to check on them both class too.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
So we have to check up on the students. A lot of the times you think because as close as you might be to them, even worse if you're not at home, they sometimes
I am not at home.
get
I'm
a
at work
lot
every
of
day.
distraction. Right. So we are going to have a question and answer session at the end where some of these concerns will be noted.
Miss, just one thing, Miss. Can we get a contact for Mr. Jadu and Mr. Milton, please?
Oh yes, I will be sending it to the form teachers, so you will get it in the group. We will also put it in the grade 9 room.
Thank you, Miss.
Yes. All right. So some of these concerns we have been hearing about them from even last year when they were in grade 8. They're still having some issues. And of course, you know that we are on tough times, and we are trying our best as parents, as teachers, to guide the children the right way, right? So yes, Mr. Williamson. All right. Now we are going to go into another important aspect, and that has to do with how the students are graded. When you get their reports next year, you will understand what the grading system is like, so you don't have to question how the teachers arrive at the final grade. So please pay attention. Mr. Orr will be doing that presentation.
Thank you, Mrs. Armand. Can you just share the breakdown of the grading component, please? Okay. So in the meantime, as Mrs. Simon, or any of my colleagues, they share the breakdown of the grading scheme. Um, let me just say this for the parents who you take the time and you get involved and you're well engaged and you're following up with everything that's going on. Commendations to your parents. And parents or the other parents, I know that yes, sometimes we're busy and sometimes work is overwhelming, but just the same, please take the time, follow up what's going on, try to be engaged, try to be involved. I know that yes, sometimes it is a bit overwhelming, and yes, you don't have the time, but please, even if it's not, I'm not gonna say every night of the every day of the week you have to check what's going on with the assignment. But please, parents, at least even if it's twice per week, good. Try your best to check up on them and ask them what is going on. If them get the work done, if they're doing the assignment. And no make nobody make them tell them foolishness here. They all have assignments to do. Each of them, they have assignments to do. Even if they don't have it for one class, they will have it for another. So they have assignments to do. All right. Now, parents, in terms of or how the assignment or the number of assignments that should be submitted, it is not a, a huge overload of assignments that have to be submitted by the student. For normally, what before COVID, what used to happen in a face-to-face context, was is that for each month the student just has to submit not 10, not 8, not 100. They simply have to submit 3 pieces of assignment for each month, which is your homework, which is one piece of homework, one classwork, and the monthly test. That is it, just 3 pieces. But presently, even better right now, the school implemented a plan where we reduce the workload to simply just we actually merge them now. So for example, for September and October, they will simply just have 3 pieces of work, which is the same homework and classwork and test. And for the month of November and December, it's merged together. So it is the same thing. So you can check that for yourself. So for this semester alone, it's just 6 pieces of assignment they need to submit. But don't get it wrong, each teacher do them thing different enough here. So not because I say that yes, it is one piece of homework, one piece of classwork, one piece of test. That means that they don't have other pieces to do. Because it can be a case where, for example, I said that all right, Mrs. Simon, I don't know Mrs. Simon, those are things. But he may give let's say 3 pieces of classwork that are graded, and she simply averages them at the end of the year. And that is used for their classwork. So the system is actually programmed in such a way where whatever whatever amount of homework that the student submits, 15% of that will be taken, and whatever amount of classwork that they complete, 25%, 25% of that will be used. And the majority, of course, will still be the test, which is about 60%. So if, for example, you look at the report, and sometime again, parents, you see the report and you see all those things. But then I saw her submit one piece of homework. Yes, you see them doing the homework, but it's just one piece of it. So if you take 15% and the same homework that they submit, it was a low grade. And you take 15% of that. That is what will be reflected. So it does not matter. It does not matter. It's the key thing is that the students have to do this work. It is their duty, it is their responsibility. So they have to ensure that okay, the work is done on time. I presently I'm a grade I teach grade 10 and grade 11. And recently I had to stop a class. And before I even started to do anything, I shared with them. I said to them, listen, I'm looking through the assignment, and I realized that you have approximately 10 assignments piled up. So I always say to them, if it's a case that you simply have 2 assignments and you can't complete 2 assignments, how is it the case that you're going to manage to complete 10 assignments? So the work is there to be done, but they're not doing it on time. And when they find out that pressure starts to lick them now, they find out that okay, they can't complete it on time. And the only thing that's going to happen, they submit a minimal of the assignment. And then whatever percentage of that is in regards to the breakdown, here is just 15% of the homework, and bear in mind here, it's just 2 graded pieces of assignment really for the homework. And for the classwork, it's just 25%. It's just 2 graded pieces as well. And for the test, it's just 2 tests. Yes, it's their work. Yes, we all have our workload to carry, but this is their job, this is their responsibility. So they must be able to manage and manipulate it and make it work as best as possible for them and get the work done. Is there any question in regards to the breakdown?
Yes, sir.
Yes, miss.
Miss Williams here from 9-7.
No problem.
How many pieces of homework did you say is graded?
So for the semester, but it can be a case where it's just two for this semester. It should be 2 pieces of homework, 2 pieces of classwork, and 2 tests. But what I'm saying, is that each teacher, the number of assignments that can be submitted or given by each teacher may vary. So myself, I may give 2 graded pieces, but another teacher, they may give 3.
I understand that, sir.
Yes.
I just want to make sure because I don't think the minimum of 2 is hard to meet. So
Thank you.
if they do all their homework and do
Yes,
all
yes.
of them well, they don't have a problem.
Right. That's what he's trying to say. Okay.
So I am hearing also 2 pieces of classwork.
Yes.
And as a parent who is at home most times, I'm quite annoyed, even with my own child. The children will not speak. So I am begging the teachers to call them by name so that they will answer. Because if you leave it up to them to answer on their own, they are not responding.
Yes, Miss Williams. We'll
Miss
soon
Williams.
Miss Williams.
Right.
Yes, Mr. Orr?
We're
Yes,
coming
that's
to
right.
the question and answer segment.
Yes.
So we just want to wrap up some of this. So
No
yes,
problem. Yeah, man. But if there are no further questions in regards to the breakdown,
all right, parents.
yes,
So you
I'll wrap
see,
up. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Orr. So
All
you
right.
see, parents, as Miss Williams reiterated, these are simple facts. Your child should have at least 2 of each. Not that the teacher will give only 2, but what we are saying, we are lightening the workload, so no child should have any problem why there is no grade on their reports. So if you see them getting zeros, right? If you see them getting zeros for the report, then something is greatly wrong. And if they should be attending classes and they should be doing their work, and at the end of the day, you're looking on the report and you're not seeing what you expect to see, then something is greatly wrong. So pay attention to the grading system. We have also, as Mr. Orr says, we have gone to 6 weeks tests So it's no longer at the end of each month. We are giving them some time. So we are doing all we can to facilitate, and we are making some compromise in terms of helping and assisting the children as much as we can. So no child should have any excuse. All right. So thank you again, Mr. Orr, and I hope all the parents understand. Make note of it, write it down, take a picture so you know what is there. All right. Thank you. We are moving on. Mr. Williamson.
Good evening. Good night.
All right. Mr. Williamson and myself are in charge of the talent competition that we want to, energize our students, make them culturally aware. And I know that a lot of them from this group and also other groups in grade 9 are given God-given talents, right? A lot of them don't know this. Sometimes we have to pull it out of them. So we are engaging in having a competition. It should culminate at the end of this term. So Mr. Williamson will tell us about it. Go ahead, Mr. Williamson.
Okay, good evening, parents and students. We are, of course, having a competition simply called Grade 9 Got Talent. It's all about the grade 9 students. It's for them to let down their ear. It's for them to have some fun. It's for them to be themselves. The online thing for some of them is stressing. But in spite of the stress, they have to have a little fun. So we have created this competition for them to let down and participate. All right, now this competition, of course, it's a competition for like dancing, singing, acting, dramatic presentation, or any major talent that they may have and they want to show off with, they can. All they need to do is create a video of whatever they can do, even if they are a footballer and they want to show their skills juggling the ball, they can do that. We have options for that as well. And put together a video, not more than about 3 minutes long, and upload it. There is a link provided for them. It's placed in the grade 9 room. All they need to do is go and click the link, and they will be able to fill out a form, which then on the form, there is a link that they would click again for them to upload their videos, right? There will be a little prizes and surprises for them. As I said, it's a little thing for them to have fun. Okay, so we hope that they do participate. Parents, we are expecting you to encourage them to be a part of this. Some of the students, as a particular parents recently said they don't want to speak, they don't want to say anything, they don't want to do anything. They're just home, and according to what the dean says, they're just home most times playing that little game. I don't remember the name of it. So this is just something for them to enjoy themselves, have fun. It's a little bit of competition, showcase their talent, sing, dance, act, whatever it is. It's a talent. Put a little video together of 3 minutes. Try to make sure that the video is as clear as possible, the audio is as clear as possible, and fill the form and upload it. And you are on. Our deadlines really and truly should be tomorrow, based on the number of persons we have garnered. I did check to see how many persons would have uploaded, and I do see some upload, and that is good. So all students from grade 9 are, can join, can be a part of the competition, anyone. So please encourage your child, once you know they have a talent, to do so, to share their talent with this grade 9 set of students and teachers, so we can see what they can do. That's it for me.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Williamson. Mr. Williamson is also a grade 9 form teacher, as well as our head for choir in terms of coordinating choir. Yes, sir.
The competition, when you click on grade 9, you will see the icon or whatever you should go on.
Mr. Williamson, explain
I'll do a quick demonstration.
All right, click on it quickly.
It's, as I said, it's in the grade 9 room.
It's in the grade 9 room that every child should have access to, and parent. And
Right.
there is a document, a link. When you click on it, you should be seeing the document to sign up for the competition. And after they sign up for the competition, you're sharing a screen, you should be able to see also where you can upload. So here it is. See the screen, Daddy?
Yes, yes, yes.
So there it is in the room.
The one at the top are
Yes, this one. You're seeing the cursor, where the cursor is, that little pointy thing. Right, that arrow, that's where it is. So you're just clicking it, and it takes you directly to the entry form, and they sign up. And that's where they can also go to upload their video. Because
okay.
we're
Thank
doing
you.
it virtually, because of course we are not face to face. Yes. All right. Thank you. And as just to add to it, we're seeking
Thank you.
sponsorship, because of course we want to give the students something at the end of the day. I know time is hard, but we're asking any parent here who can help in sponsoring the competition. Each entry is $200. The money will be used to help in, getting the gifts and surprises. We plan to give trophies and all of that, all the works. But we need the money. So we're asking you kindly, if you can contribute or sponsor, please speak with the form teachers who are involved. Another reason why your child should be involved with these things.
So we can take it to the school. We can take it to the school.
Yes, you can
Let's take the
arrange
money
with
to the
the
school.
form teachers. We can make arrangements for that to happen, Daddy. So we speak, your form teacher, your child can speak with the form teacher. We can arrange for that. Or speak with one of us.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
As
Yes,
I was
thanks.
saying, it is important, parents. You might be saying, why this is important for students to be involved in other things than academics. It is very important because when you go a little bit further and the students want help to go to college, they want to go to universities, they want to be a part of our prefect body, even to graduate from grade 11, one of the requirements that they should be a part of a club or a society. For sponsorship, for scholarships, most of these universities ask that the students should be a part of something other than just academics. They want to see that they are rounded, that they are able to fit in whatever organization is there. So this is the way to build on the student self-esteem, build on their talent. Some of them don't like to talk, they don't like to express themselves orally, and they are sort of, sheltered and we call them introverts. They don't really like to socialize. So this is a good way of, pulling them out, showing that they have a lot of talent and they might be sitting on it and it goes to waste, and when they really want to bring it out, they cannot. So that's another reason why I would ask you to encourage your child to just be a part of this. Also to join clubs and societies. I'm the culture agent too, and I'm in charge of the performing arts group. Mr. Williams who heads music, that's the choir. We have participated in a lot of programs, including All Together Sing. We have done well. JCDC, we have done well in dance and drama. So that's another thing they can, inquire about and get themselves being a part of it before they leave school. All right. So remember, we are asking for sponsorship. If you can contact the teacher, please. Thank you. Now getting into the of our meeting. question and answer. We have 4 teachers here who would like to say something. I see Miss Ben Smith, who is social studies teacher. She has just left. I don't know. Smith. She left to come back on. All right. Any teacher here who wants to say anything before? Any subject teacher? Before we take questions from the parents quickly. Now we are moving up in time, you know. All right. So Miss Ben Smith was there, I don't know when she gets back. As we were saying before, there are a lot of issues that the subject teachers have brought to our attention. Students not signing in for classes, they are not seeing them attending classes at times, they are not doing their work. As Miss Williams said,
that is very bad. The attendance are very, very bad.
Yes, the attendance. And the thing is, I realize for some of the groups that we have today, we have serious problems with attendance, right? Most of the students in these groups are quite challenged in terms of, you know, they are not regarded as being the bright of the bright students, but we know that they have, you know, some issues in learning. So that is our concern, because these are the students we would really like to see come into classes on a often, right? So I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if some might say that they're having problems joining because of not having access to Wi-Fi and all of that. Some we know come and we see them this week and then we don't see them until the end of the month. Those are some of the issues. And being what is happening now with them, we know that a couple months to come or a couple years to come, they are going to have serious issues. And we want to tap into, you know, get them into the frame of mind that they should be at school, no matter what is happening. We also have self-paced folders at school. So if at any time you cannot get on, the child or you can go to the school and collect folders with work that is given by the different subject teachers, so they won't be left behind. A lot of the students from, especially we're not seeing from 999, Mr. Orr's class, we're not seeing a lot of students in that class, and we are wondering what has become, what has happened to them, where they are. We don't want to lose them. We still see some from 9798 not coming on when they should. Another thing, the subject teachers are not hearing from them. They are not participating and they are not getting the feedback that the children are really learning, because when they do give the work, some are not turning in the work at times. Not all of them are like that, but we are having some serious issues. All right. Yes, Miss Williams.
Okay, good evening again. First of all, I'd just like to say that I am grateful for this meeting because there are some issues that really need to be addressed. Okay, I know of a fact on the issue of some students in 99. There is one particular student who has no device. I've been trying to get one for him. I have been able to locate somebody who will bring him a device next month. I'm not sure what time in next month he will get it because the person has to juggle their work schedule and it's coming from overseas. That person, I am trying also to get him to help to donate other devices for students at Ozemarti. That is in the works. I'll talk to you, Mrs. Hyman, more on that.
Okay, Miss.
The problem I'm having, I do not know how to get Nathan to open his mouth for class. Miss beating don't help, quarrel don't help. He will talk when he's comfortable at home. He'll talk to me. If his
Yeah.
sister is home or his cousins are around, he'll talk to them. But to, for the love of God, he will not open his mic. I was so shocked he was in his vocation class this week, and I heard him really being engaged by the teacher, and he was answering questions voluntarily. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it was amazing to me. I was in shock. I sat down and I listened to the whole class.
Okay. Well,
So,
well,
what?
that's one of his interests. That is one of the because I realize whatever the students love, they will participate
Yes,
in.
yes,
Yes, yes.
yes.
So
So what I am asking, if more teachers would ask questions of specific students, and
okay.
if the parents would tell the children to blink in well, open their mic, turn on their camera if necessary, and answer the questions, because I realize that it's not that they don't know. I think
Yes.
it is more a fear of being laughed at if they are wrong.
Okay.
So they
Yes.
tend to be quiet. And
Yes.
we as parents need to encourage them. If you don't say the answer, the teacher can't correct you if you are wrong.
Right.
So
And
I'm hoping that other parents are hearing and will encourage their children to open their mics and speak. Miss,
right.
the other problem I have is that sometimes when the children open the mic, they are so disrespectful that it
Yes.
would have been. I am appalled. I
I
am
am.
appalled. I can't understand how a student or a child would speak to an adult that way.
That is so true, and that's another case that we're having. It's not even only the child when they open their mics. Parents, remember the children are at school. Sometimes you are not at home, and they might be left in a certain environment. Some of the children do want to speak. I know I've gotten some issues where the child wants to turn on the mic to speak, but because of what's happening in their background. So I'm asking parents. Sometimes the parents are there talking loudly, children, music blaring in the background, and the child wants to participate, but they just cannot. So I'm asking parents, please be mindful. Have them in a quiet space. Please also don't drag them from the class and send them down to the shop or send them go as yesterday I heard another teacher go wash plate and all of that because they are in class. Some of these things are affecting the classes, all right? And as a teacher, I know these are some of the things. So I'm asking parents, just even if you're not at home, check up on your child. Check up on your child. Leave the child with someone who you know is responsible. Because a lot of the times they are left, if they're not left alone, they are left with persons who no control. They will come into class and leave. So while we are there calling and calling, there's no child. Sometimes I end classes and the child don't even come back and you keep saying, okay, we are finished now. And you're calling, they are not there. That means they have left their instrument and then gone because they know we can't see them. And that is why we ask for cameras to turn on. They will come and say they don't have cameras, they might not work in all sorts of issues the teacher has to face. So all of these are piling up and it's creating one big mess in the classroom.
Miss, one more thing, or maybe two. One is that I would beg the teachers. Some teachers do it, some don't. I am begging if the notes that they're giving can be put in the stream so that the children can go back if they're not able to write it up while the class is going. They can at least go back to it,
May,
have it
may,
for
may,
reference.
Mrs.
A
Excuse
lot
me,
of teachers do it, but there are some that still don't.
Okay.
can I just address that one, please?
Yes, Mr.
Miss Williams,
Yes,
let me
sir.
just say this to you. Normally, the teachers, just like how this meeting is being recorded, we will record the class. So each session is about 40 minutes. So a double session would be an hour and 20. So the entire recording is gonna last for an hour. The last student that I had, the student said to me that, sir, me never catch what happened in the class. I say, didn't you watch the video? You asked for it to be recorded. He said, sir, it's an hour and 20 minutes. We can't manage to watch that. So who do you really blame in a case like that? It is there. But regardless, they still don't take the opportunity to use it,
But sir, that
even
is
if
not
they
all.
ask for
That's
it.
one student out of how many? And it may be 20 out of how many? But then you have students who are a little on the slower side who would really benefit from having it there to go back to. I can say for myself and for my son that he would go back and check the notes. It would be beneficial to him.
Yes, miss. So I know that some teachers do. And as
Yes, and
Mr. Khan said, you can check in the classwork. As she
yes,
was
miss, I
saying,
do.
yes, and for parents here, classwork, and you will see work being left for the child. You can supervise and see if the child is doing the work, if notes are given, if
That is right.
assignments are given, and all of that. All right?
Yes, miss. There was one other thing. I wrote it down. I know I can't find the paper that I write it down on. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. Miss Newton was saying about students who are not turning up for class. For 9-7, as I did for 8-8, I will do for 9-7. If you say to me, X, Y, and Z is not in class, I will check my numbers because I have a lot of numbers of parents. I will call them. I will say to them, your child is missing from class.
Okay.
Because this is something that the parents and I have an arrangement that I do this for them so that they can know. Because a lot of the times they are at work, they don't know what is going on at home. So when I can alert them, I will say, your child is not in class. They will get at them. They'll call, they'll say, get into class. So please, miss, if you can just just say to me, miss, 3/4 of the class missing. Only these 4 are here. I will call the numbers of the parents for whoever else I have, and I will guarantee you that most times they will be in class.
All right. Thank you very
Okay,
much
Miss. Thank you. Thank
for
you.
your part. Yes,
Thank you for
Miss.
that.
Miss
There
Williams
is one
is the
point about the
representative.
camera turn on.
Daddy, she is a representative, parent representative for 9-7. So I think other groups, if you hear what's happening, yes, you can jump on board and be a part, an active parent in your child and other children too, because we indeed need the help as teachers and as parents. Thank you again, Miss Williams. Very good work.
No problem, miss. No problem. Miss, it takes a village to raise a child, and I need help with mine. So if I
Yes.
can extend help to others, I have no problem doing it. I have the time. So I'm able to. I don't know for how long, but as long as I'm able to, I will.
Thank you. Thank you. I saw it was Jessica's father. Jessica Louis.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm saying that about the camera turn on. I think all of the students, as long as you join class, you should turn on your camera
Yes, but
and your mic
as
should be
we
on.
have been trying to impart that from, we have started online, but because some persons have issues and if sometimes they say they'll turn on the camera and it runs up the data and all of that, we can't really force them. But we have been trying to insist on that because a lot of the times the students are going around all these things to not come to class, to not be a part of the class. They are in, they
You,
sign on
you know
because
what I you know what
and they
you know
are
what
not
I realize with these
in the
children.
class.
What I realize with these children nowadays, them don't interested in learning. You see, if they are interested in learning, they would pay attention in class, participate in class. Let them have the whole of the rest of the day for themselves, you know. But they
Yes.
are not seeing that.
And that is
After
why we
school, them
have
have the
to
rest of the rest of
insist.
the day.
They are young. Nathan Collins, Mr. Williams, so that's his name. They are young, so we as adults, we have to show them the right path because most times they are misguided. They are very misguided, and if they do not have the supervision at home, especially now when they are not at school face to face, it's really, really bad because we would be at school with them and would be able to see what's happening and hear what's happening to them. Now they sometimes are very much on their own. We know that parents have to go out to work and sometimes they leave very early and come back very late, right? So you have to put in your part as parents. I know that it's very hectic, but you have to play your part because if you don't do that, the students become aware of the fact and they do what they want to do. And we can't have that with what is happening now.
Okay, man.
I see
Okay.
that Janet has her hand raised.
Um,
Good evening, everyone.
who
This
is
is good.
yes? It's Brown, yes.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I I I have a issue with James. James do not participate in nothing. James don't talk. I can't get James to talk. Some of the morning when I ending up in devotion with James. And when the teacher asks if someone could have devotion, pray or something, James is so shy. I don't know why James won't talk. And I said, you must talk. How you go? Oh, you have to counteract with students and your teacher. You don't. The other day, the only thing I heard the other day, I think it was last week, I heard James because I put James in a quiet room that he can have his class. Yeah, and
Yes.
he was having his class, and I hear he was talking to the teacher.
Okay, James
And
Watts.
James, what? Yes, miss.
Yes.
And and I hear was talking and I asked him who and he said, me, mom, I'm in class. And I realized that he was talking to the teacher, asking teachers like that. And which I feel good about that because I want him to talk. He's so
Well,
he's so shy. The next thing I have is Heidi from James started automatic.
mm-hmm.
James started from a 7 and James haven't have a Heidi up until grade 9. Up until now, James don't have a Heidi.
Okay. All right. So you need to contact the school. I think they were doing IDs the other day.
I
Miss
went with
Phillips.
James. I went with James.
Mm-hmm.
Week before last, the 16th, James get a part of his vaccine. And there was no question to ask about the ID or anything like that. He's supposed to go back the next 7th of next month. So maybe can I ask who in charge to do the ID?
All right. What you're going to do is in which class? 9 what?
9-7.
Yes. All right. Miss Newton. Miss Newton. She's here. She left.
Miss?
All right. Yep.
Yes, miss?
Yes, you can speak with James and find out what's happening with the ID for him when they will be doing IDs at school. We will do it. We will get back to mommy with that.
Okay,
That's some
thank you.
information.
Okay, miss.
All right, miss. Anyone else?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss. That was one of my concerns because I'm sure that I was told somewhere by circular or phone call, I'm not sure which,
Yes.
that they would be redoing the IDs in grade 9. And I really want the IDs are very handy. They
Yes.
come in very handy because I live in a community that is volatile.
Mm-hmm.
And from time to time, I have to allow him to walk with his ID. And Nathan has changed so much since grade 7.
Yes.
Nobody would ever believe now that Nathan is only 14.
Okay.
A teacher saw him the other day and he said, "Oh my God, Nathan is taller than me. I
Yes.
can't believe this is Nathan." And a
Yes.
lot people outside believe he's 18.
Yes, so I know it's very important that they, because of course for the vaccine and other issues, people
Yes,
need their
the
ID.
ID.
We making we'll be speaking to the administration when that will be done, and we will send out the information soon. All right.
Yes, and Miss, one other question. The blitz that is going to be on the 7th of next month. Can those persons who did not make it for the last one be at this one? Because
Well,
unfortunately, even though I was pressing for it, I had to be out of town. So of
okay.
course, my tail had to go with me.
All right. We did not get any information. We'll soon send out the information as we get them. We send them out. So we'll be looking on that soon too, Miss
All
Willis.
right. Thank you, Miss.
Yes.
Oh, and I have a list for you, Miss Hyman. I
Yes.
have a list for you to tell you who is partially, who is now fully vaccinated, and who is going to be vaccinated.
Very good. Very
So
good.
I'll
Thank
send
you.
that to you shortly.
Very good. All right. Any other parent, teacher who wants to say something? We want to do some wrapping up because we have been here for a while. And yes, Miss Smith is back. Mrs. Smith, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is
Good
Nicola.
evening.
Good evening. It's evening. I'm so tired. It's 6 o'clock, so it's evening already. My name is Nicola Spence Smith. I'm the teacher of social studies, history, and geography for 9-9. No, it's a struggle with 9-9. Why? I have over 40 of them on the class list. 26 at my last count had accepted the invitation to the class. But the most I've ever seen at the class is about 8 students. At times it gets so bad, I only have one. And to further compound that problem, it's one whose mic does not work. So imagine me, the teacher, I speak, and I have to wait on this one student to type until maybe a few others. Sometimes they have internet difficulties, they will log in afterwards. But there are 3 or 4 of them who they're always at class, they're always there. And if they're late, they will say to me, Miss, I had no electricity, or they were having problems logging on, etc. I don't know how many parents are in the meeting from 9-9, or if there's a class rep here, but I have placed my phone number and my email address in the chat, and I want for you to pass it on to the parents of the students in 9-9. I have been in contact with some of the parents, and it is sad to say that there's not much interest on their part. There's not much interest on some of them part, because I've had to be constantly calling particular parent to say the child is here in the class, but the child is not participating. The child is not doing the work, even when given sufficient time to complete the work. Most of the activities that I'll give them a week to complete the activities, because on their timetable, they will see social studies there, but twice for the week. I'll teach them social studies one day and history the following day. So most times I give them the activity at the end of the class, and I give them until the following week, the class of the following week, to submit the activity. That being said, the quality of the work that I'm getting from them, it's not good. There are about 3 or 4 who they consistently produce very good work. The others, they hardly come. I had one joining the class for the first time today, and when they come, they don't want to participate. No, I operate in such a way that everyone gets to participate. If it's even to look at the screen and to read a sentence. So once they want to participate and their mic is working, they're given the opportunity. And for those who not regularly come, they feel comfortable participating. No one laughs at anyone, if they make a mistake or not, because we're all there to learn. So I want for the parents and the guardians who are here of the students of 99, please encourage them to come out to class, go in the Google Classroom and check on their activities. You will see what it is that I've given them. Also, you can email me and give me your email address and I will add it to their Google profile. What that does is that you will get a summary every day or every week of what it is that they have done. And you will not just get it for the subject that I teach them. Every subject that is connected to that email address, their school email address. So you'll get a summary from the math teacher, the English teacher, all the other teachers. So if you send me your email address and when Google sends a notification to you and you accept, you would then choose whether you want the summary on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, so you can better keep track of them and what they're doing. All right. You can always call me as well to find out how they are doing, if they're attending classes, etc. But be reminded, parents, that if you call and you don't get me, I'm in a class because I teach as well. You'll get me on the number that I've placed in the chat between 7:30 each day and 3:34 each afternoon. After 3:34, you're not necessarily going to get me because I tend to stop working in terms of doing schoolwork at that time. But if you leave a message, I will get back to you at the soonest possible.
Thank you, Miss.
Miss, will you be doing that for all the grade 9 students? Attaching the number to their email?
All right, let me tell you what can be done. Let me tell you what can be done. If I attach it to any student I attach it to, it is automatically attached to every other class they have on the platform. But I will not be doing it for all the grade 9s, for all the grade 9 students.
Hello, Miss.
I will not be doing it for all the grade 9 students. I will do it for the classes that I teach. I can't do it for all the grade 9 students.
All right.
Okay.
Miss, can more than one email be attached to us, or phone number be attached to a student's email?
It's not a phone number, it's a Gmail address, and yes, you can add more than one email addresses to it.
Okay, one other question, Miss. Dwayne Foster, have you been seeing him in your class?
Is it 99?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't think I've ever seen that name in the class.
Okay, Miss, thank you very much. I will contact you.
All right. So we have
Hello, Miss Jessica. What about Jessica?
Jessica's
What about Jessica Lewis Smith?
She's in 99.
Yes.
No. Not in 99.
Still saying that she sees Jessica for 9, I think 97. She's in 97.
97, right. Yes.
Yes.
97, right.
Yes.
98.
Oh, 98. Okay. All right, so we're going to take, because it's going and we see we're heading to 7, and I know that we have been here for quite a while. I'm going to take 3 last. Miss Louis has spoken. Close your mic, sir, yes. And we'll speak with Miss Malcolm, then Miss Malcolm. Quickly, then Miss Brown, then Mrs. Murray Harris. Miss Malcolm, you may go ahead.
Kelly?
I think she fell off. I don't know if she's hearing me.
It seems so. It seems so. I see her attending, but I'm not hearing her.
I was having a problem too.
Okay.
Come on a while ago, audio-wise. Good evening, parents. Good evening, teachers. I have just been on listening and getting the feedback from the teachers and hearing the frustration as well from them as well as the parents. I have a son myself who is one of those students who does not participate, but I'm one of those parents. Even if I'm not home, I log into his email. I log into his email to know what classes it is that whether or not he has answered any questions, whether or not he has done any work. I will know what my child is doing. And I will know what my child is doing because I have to try and be proactive based on the fact that he's an introvert, based on the fact that he is withdrawn and he's withdrawn for emotional reasons as well. And that has to do with his father's passing. So sometimes we don't know what emotional stresses the students are also going through. And that poses a challenge for them as it relates to how it is that they will learn or how they approach their schoolwork. So I can appreciate the efforts that are being put out by the members of staff, by the HODs in regards to trying to get the students engaged. And at the end of the day too, as parents, we have to try and be as proactive as we can be. I'm one of the parents who works alongside with Miss Williams for 9/7. I do my part where I can. I go out to work every day, so it's a little bit more tedious for me, but I'm grateful for Miss Williams and her efforts that she puts out. So
Yes.
at the end of the day, I do understand that we as parents have to try and get them involved. And some teachers, I can tell you, Miss Hyman, you have some teachers who are just boring. No, Miss, it's
we
true.
know we have
A
different
true
teaching
miss.
Yeah, their teaching styles are different.
styles,
You have some
and
teachers that, yeah,
you know that we are as teachers too. This is new to us, and we are in the learning phase, and we are. I think we are doing well so far, most of us, and some of us maybe can put a little more to it. But as you say, we have to, be learning as we go along, just as the students are.
and I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
Yes,
Thank
thank you for
you.
your feedback. And I know Miss Malcolm is one of our parents, and she said she works very hard in getting the feedback and so on. I wish across the board would have active parents like these two parents. And anybody else who wants to come on board, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Miss Brown.
Miss, I know you said Miss Brown, but we have a problem with the literature teacher for 9/7.
I'll get back to you, Miss. I will
We
speak to
need to
you.
talk. Yes, we need to talk off the air.
Yes, yes.
One,
Yes.
Right.
one question.
Miss
One
Brown?
question I'm saying quick. Miss, whenever the students them leave, I would like to know whenever time the students have things to do like go and vaccinate and they don't in class for that day. How they get them mark, Miss?
What you do, ensure that you say to the form teacher and make note. So
Okay,
they excuse and know that they went out to do their vaccination. So
okay,
any issue, if they are ill, if they are going to you have an appointment, funeral, whatever it is.
yes, yeah, that's where I'm going to go. Cause James' granddad will be laying to rest Tuesday.
Yes.
And he
But
won't
there's some
be in
people
class.
absent with permission or absent with. Sometimes we just have to put absent because based on the protocol. But just say to the teacher so we know what is happening.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Miss Hanson, and I think she is the last person. Miss Sharika Hanson. I'm not hearing you so clearly. You'll have to speak up a little more. I don't know if it's from my side. Are you hearing me now? Yes, I'm hearing you now.
All right, good night. All right, so I made some checks based on what the previous teacher would have shown, and I've logged on into my brother's account. I'm sitting in on behalf of my mother. His name is Michael Clark. He's in 9-8. And I am noticing that he has numerous work outstanding. In terms of getting assistance in him doing, because I don't reside where he is, and my mother is not technologically savvy. So now I have to, now that I know I can log onto it, I'll try to monitor his work. But in terms of getting the dean, because I've sent an email previously, because I know a teacher had sent a message out that he's not doing his work. So I sent out a message and I have not received a response in terms of that. As well as earlier, I heard that some students have not been mentioned, signed up for their vocational skills. I did not hear properly what was said in terms of that. Could you repeat what should be done if they are not a part of a vocation?
Okay, Mr. Jadu, or guidance counselor, he says that you can contact him, maybe coming into the school or by his phone number that will be shared with you through your phone teacher. And he will be working on placing them because we are having some problems reading numbers. And because some students signed in late, we are having, because you know, for vacation, they are group, and some groups are very much filled. So they have to find a way to fit in these students who were coming in late and who did not sign up early. All right, so you can contact him, go by the school to discuss it with him, or we will be sharing with the students through their form teacher the avenue that they can take. All right.
Okay,
Read the fact that the child did not do some of the work. What you can do also, write in the stream. There's a stream that the teachers leave a message. You can also contact the teachers through that too, to make them clear, right?
You.
Yes.
And it wouldn't be some, miss. It seems at this point it's a lot.
Wow.
It's a lot.
So you see the workshop work.
Yes, I'm looking at it and I see a lot missing, and
what you need to do is show mommy. Show mommy how to do it.
That's the thing. She and I are not in the same parish. I work out of town.
Okay.
So that is where he is escaping, because I'm more hard on him.
Anybody else in the household who can assist where that is concerned?
Right.
Yes,
I'm going to be on it tonight. He will be on it tonight.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Right. I hope he is able to go through them. And that is what we are saying. If they take too long to do the work, it's going to creep. But he has the holidays. That will be his punishment. He has to work through that.
Most definitely. You said I can get in contact with the teacher through the stream in terms of getting the guidance counselor's number.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay. All right, Miss Wine.
Miss, when they get in holiday?
We are seeing the 21st. We don't know if it's still going to be there, but that's what we have for now. That's what we as teachers got based on the calendar that was sent to us, the 21st of December.
Miss, wait on the 21st. I'm going to get rid of the wife for early.
We want to holidays too, but let us see. All right, Miss Myers.
Yes, good night, parents. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Yes, I'm having an issue. I'm missing some students, and I heard a parent asking about Jessica. Just now, Jessica is one of my students that is missing. I've never seen Jessica in a class. All right, I'm going to also call some names, and if you know of the parent, I know Mrs. Williams is here, and I understand she's a rep for 97. So maybe if any of these belong to 97, you can pass the numbers on to the parents, Miss Williams.
Okay.
Azani Christie. Never seen that child in class. Tamika Thomas. Jessica.
What to say about Jessica, mate? What to say about Jessica? Never hear.
Jessica is in my class. She has never been to a class, so I'm wondering what is happening with her.
Tell him,
Miss, what do you teach?
I teach family and resource
Never been in class?
Right. So I teach family and resource management, and I have that class on Wednesdays. That's a vocation class. And she has never been in class for me. Christopher Campbell, he came for a few months and I've no longer seen him in class. I want to know if it's a device issue. Delahaye, Talia Delahaye, Shaniel Guy, Shaquille Francis, Onisha Wallace. All right. Also, form teachers, if you know of any of these children being in your class, just send me the parents' contact numbers, please, because I'm concerned. I've not seen them. Some of them came and they have dropped off. And Mrs. Williams, if you're able to identify any of them from 9-7, I would appreciate also for you to pass the numbers on to me, the parents' numbers. All right. Thank you, Mrs. Simon.
Okay, Mrs. Harris. Jessica's dad, please,
yes.
Through the form teacher, make some contact with Miss Harris. Please. I know you're concerned about your child not being to class, so that's one of the classes. All right, and she's going to do the option in grade 10.
Sure. Jessica Lewis. Is it Jessica Lewis? Is it Jessica Lewis?
Jessica Lewis. All right, we will talk off air. I'm gonna share my number.
She's going to put the number in the chat.
And you can call me.
You can call her.
I know what definitely is happening.
All right, we don't want to really discuss.
Okay.
Yes. All right, so
I'm on the road going to work.
Yes, all right. So you can speak to her. Look for the number in the chat, and here is the number. You're seeing it. You're seeing the number, sir? He's not hearing. All right. I hope he checks. He checks the chat. All right. Tonoya, Mr. Orr. Tonoya's mother wants to know if she's going to our classes. Tonoya is one of our model students.
Yes. My farm captain. Well, yes, she's always there for my class.
I think she is because
she is.
Because when I want information to give to other students, it is Tanoya who gives me the links. She's in every class.
And normally, if the other students are having issues with the class link, she will be one of them.
Right, she's the one. She's one of our model students for 9-9. I wish other students would be as focused. All right, we don't have the subject teachers. Miss Newton says she sees her for a Spanish class. So the other subject teachers, you'll have to get on to them. You can do so maybe when she's in class, or ask her to get their numbers to share with you. All right. Anybody else? We are wrapping up. We are right on 7 o'clock. And I know we are tired of those who have not cooked yet. I don't know if you're going to cook again, but we are setting to finish. Any other question? All right.
Miss, one comment.
Yes.
I put my number in the chat.
Yes.
If any parent in grade 9 needs anything that I can help with, call me.
Yes.
It's not a problem. Oh, Miss, if you did talk earlier, me that saved dinner for you. Nathan is a good chef.
Very good. And you see where his skill is. Yes, that's where we say talent.
Yes.
Another thing, they can do their talent piece, preparing a dish. Come to think of it. Right?
Miss, as the boy here in ball out now. I've never seen a child like this.
All right. So, parents, we have come to the end of, I think, a good meeting. I wish other parents were here. The numbers were not so satisfactory, but we know we discussed a lot of issues, and we know that we have gotten through to some persons, and we hope that we'll be working on some of these issues to, as I said, better help our students, better help your child, your ward, so that at the end of the day, they can reap the rewards of success. Thanks to everybody here, my teachers, my coordinators, Mr. Milton, Mr. Jadu, our parents, especially Miss Williams, and others who are always, having our backs and being very much a part of what we have here at Jose Marti. We continue to ask for blessings to cover our children and hope that we can soon get back face to face, because I know that a myriad of problems are being caused because we are not able to meet with our children as usual. But what we need to do is make use of what is happening now, because it's going to, based on what we are seeing, going to take some time. If your child has not been vaccinated yet, please think about it. I know that some of us have some issues with vaccination, but if they are not vaccinated, we are not going to get back to the norm. I don't know if it can ever be normal, but as much as possible, we can get back to some semblance of what we had before. All right? So thank you again for coming, and I wish for you a good night.
Have a good evening now, Miss.
Yes, thank you.
Good
Yes,
evening.
thank you.
Good evening to everyone. Mrs. Simon,
Good
I
evening,
will
everybody.
send you a list and we'll talk off here.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, thank you.